back to Big Brand Let's GX. I'm Taya, this is Vanny, that's Tamaj, and today we are back watching How to Get Away with Murder, Season 1, Episode 14. The night Layla died, sorry.
Lila.
Wait,
you said Layla.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, so hopefully we get the full video. I think we will though. But what happened, the two main things that happened last episode was, one, we found out Rebecca was tracking whatever his name is, phone. Stop.
Wes.
Yeah, Wes's phone. And we found out the guy that Wes and what's her name? Laura.
Yeah, they found Rudy.
Yeah. So Rudy had been at on top of the building that night, and
because he kept saying wet, which means the water tank. Because something happened to Rudy that night, and he overdosed or something, and it messed up his head, so he got put in a mental institution. Rebecca came up with a lie and said that something else happened to Rudy. It wasn't that I think she said he overdosed or something, right? Or she made up some lie. She said something happened to him, and he got sent away, but it wasn't that he got sent to that mental institution. So Wes did his own research because he just was like, something ain't right. There were scratches on the wall. And like his room is just weird.
There were scratches on his wall again at the
yeah, something along those lines, guys. We got it. Yeah. But yeah.
And then the second thing was, dang, how I forget the main character? Annalise. She said Anime gave a note saying to fire your lawyer to what's his name? The dude in prison. Yeah, Nate.
You are bad with names.
Yeah, I'm with the bad names today, guys. My bad.
Yeah, she said call your lawyer. Fire your lawyer, call this number.
Yeah.
And Bonnie won her first case, right? Was that the episode?
No, I don't think that was her first case.
Not her first, but our first case watching her.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? First case on the show with us. So yes. Good for her, and all that shit's happening. So we're about to find out what happened to Lila, because I don't think Sam killed her. I think they're about to find out that he was unjustifiably killed. I mean, now he shouldn't have been putting his hands on Rebecca, and he, definitely shouldn't have been as sus as he was. But it's very possible Rebecca could did it, because I've been saying since the beginning, something ain't right with that girl. Like, her reactions to things are not normal. Like, and she plays it off that she's weird or, she likes to mess with people. But no, something I think is fundamentally wrong with Rebecca. Now, we know the show does good at misleading and not showing us the whole thing. Just because she's tracking West doesn't necessarily mean she's a bad person. But I'm still sticking with my theory that something's off with her. And she might have been the one to kill Lila and let, Sam go down for this. So, And maybe that's why in the moment she wasn't so panicked when he died, and she was maybe relieved because she thought the secret might get buried with him and she could get away with it. But I don't know. There were just moments, though, that, like, originally she was going to let herself go to jail for it. And then, she was going to confess when you saw Wes killed Sam. She was just feeling so much guilt at the time. I do believe she truly does like Wes. I think that is real. But as for everything else, she might be a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But let's just find out. Phone other reactions are available on Patreon. Gil me sit down on his bed like, hey, Wes.
You're reaching. You pointed at her phone and said what? Maybe he just seen her getting out of the shower.
On the night Lila died. Then the next time he looks at a picture of Rebecca, all he can say is wet.
I told you she was going to be sitting on the bed.
I'm a jerk. I just got bound up in work
And pick up the phone when your girlfriend calls and tell her that.
my phone died.
Nobody in the library had a charger.
I'm sorry.
Lila was in the water tank, not the person who killed her.
Yeah, maybe she drowned her.
No, the autopsy would have shown that.
There were holes in her neck. They said it could have been the bugs, but
she'll clear it up.
could have been nails. They originally thought it was nails.
Is something wrong?
What do you mean?
I just feel like something's wrong and you're not saying anything.
Nothing's wrong.
Because we do a good job covering
Rebecca
shit
was
up.
the one Sam attacked, and the only one of us who didn't help us get rid of the body. That is what she's going to tell the police if she gets scared.
That's true.
She can screw us all. Wes.
That's why I said we can't do nothing even if we do find the truth because she knows our secret.
Yeah, more than I've.
And I say our loosely because I'm not involved. Y'all know me out.
That's why he shouldn't have even dated her because if he tried to break up with her, she might be like,
anyways.
"Why?"
Tell her what? That Rebecca maybe killed Lila, which means what we did to her husband was all a giant mistake. Please tell me how that's a good idea. We have to know, at least until we know more. Promise me.
How do we know more?
Tell Anime.
You promise you're being honest with me?
I'm always honest with you. I love you.
Flashback. Okay. Give us a tea.
5 months.
You came out to my house and started yelling at me.
Okay, tell me what happened. I can fix it. You
Take it!
No,
Just take it!
no, not until you tell me what happened.
Nothing happened. I just don't want to do this anymore.
Okay, look, if you don't want to deal anymore, that's fine, but at least tell me what's going on.
I'm getting back together with
Does this
Griffin.
place look nicer than
What are you
what?
crazy? Why?
I love him.
No, you don't.
I do. Why the hell do you care so much?
Because he's bad for you. You know that. He's trying to control you. And yeah, Darcy's an ass, but at least he's not trying to make you feel like a slut for having a sex drive.
Everything bad that's happened to me is because of you.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Ever since I met you, I started acting crazy.
Wait, because you had sex? How's that my fault? I would have never even flirted with Darcy if you were in my head all the time.
What?
Okay, look, okay, I know you're upset. I get it.
In her
But
head.
I'm your friend. I'm the only friend you have, according to what you've been telling me over and over again. So maybe if you could just...
I was just trying to make you feel better. You were just a way to escape my stupid life for a little while. I was bored and confused.
Did they hook up?
But I'm done acting like some trashed out, druggy whore. That may be fine for you, but my parents raised me better.
Lila, little bitch.
At a lighthouse.
And don't ever call me again! That's what I've been trying to tell you! I'm not going to!
Lila was a little unhinged. But she said some alarming things talking about she's always in her head. What does that even mean?
Don't let her see you.
You need something?
And we do know, I think, Rebecca is a drug dealer, right? So him overdosing is very feasible. That, you know,
No.
Oh. All right. Back flipped over the whole damn
I've
couch.
been for so long. No, I just want to do something
I'm not been a good boy.
We need to
for so
get
long.
tested.
What?
You're a drug addict who cheated on me with some stranger. And how many other
Thorough.
guys has your penis touched since then? See? You can't even remember. You're a slut.
Hey,
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I just, you know, 1 in 5 gay guys is HIV positive, and half of them don't even know it.
Dr. Oliver, I get it.
We can go to the clinic together. It'll be romantic.
That's what I want to know what you got there.
The sex will feel, and you don't have to worry.
She's got stage 4 ovarian cancer.
Don't play the cancer card in my courtroom counselor. Without weighing in on
Yeah, I do not give a damn.
Right, he was cheating.
My heart goes out to Mrs. Leahy. But given the gruesome nature of the crime, coupled with the defendant's police background and the potential for flight risk, I am denying the request for bail.
Judge, please, there's
The
no
court's
reason.
made its decision.
You got fired.
We're gonna get through this, okay? I'm gonna do everything I can.
You didn't stand a chance in there.
Judge Redding's punishing him for what this is doing to the police department's image.
Oh, he's an idiot for not firing that lawyer.
Look at that. Team's all here.
You're the one client I can count on to be on time. Let's go.
Yeah. What the pastor do?
On the line, Father. I'm gonna beg for the possibility of parole, but it's not gonna happen unless you convince them you deserve it.
I murdered a fellow man on the cloth. I deserve no concessions.
You just got this forgiveness right. So now you have to ask the courts. Convince them that you're remorseful, and if you feel yourself breaking down, that's okay. The more emotional
You mean give a performance? Lie?
You can't tell me that there aren't times you spell sermons you don't believe in. This is no different, Father. Who the hell is she?
Agnes. She works in the church.
Not Agnes. Y'all know that got me thinking about WandaVision. Agnes Harkness, whoever her name was. Moral of the story is it was Agatha all along.
Weeks ago.
I know. What if I changed my mind?
Be honest with me, are you too?
No, absolutely not. I've never been unfaithful to God that way.
Then why did her coming into this courtroom cause you to change your mind? Tell me what's going on.
Nothing's going on. I just...
You don't lie to your lawyer.
That's all. When we met, you said you'd keep me out of jail. So that's what I'm asking you to do.
Right,
This is the
now
sentencing
just
hearing in
saying
the case
this
of
after
the
you already got into
Commonwealth versus Andrew
You
Crawford.
said this, at least
I
you
understand
have
that the state has agreed to...
The defense has a request, Your Honor.
Which is what, counsel?
My client would like to withdraw his plea.
What's withdrawal based on?
Father Crawford felt pressured to take the plea.
Your Honor, we pressured the defendant.
The state did not pressure him.
Then who was it, Miss Keating?
You gonna say you?
Me, Your Honor. At my first meeting with my client, I was in the middle of a major personal crisis, as the court probably knows.
Alright.
I didn't take the time to properly explain his options to him. It was my mistake, not Father Crawford's. And now that I've had the time to look over the case, he's changed his mind. Please don't punish him for my own error.
I was the only cause behind. Had to self-slander herself.
You don't feel like she's been kind of weird lately?
Yeah, a little, I guess. Why? You think something's going on?
I don't know. Just, she barely wanted to hang out all summer. Then all of a sudden, she's up my ass. She wants to hang out all the time, and she cries when I say no. I got enough pressure without her being needy.
Yeah. Hey, you want to give me a tour?
So they sleep together. And then Griffin said that she set the whole thing up. He knew it was a setup. Okay, which we're seeing. Huh, okay. Because she was trying to hurt Lila.
Here you go.
Rebecca different.
Thanks. Kind of, snuck up
She's
on
showing you what she do when she get hurt.
Back in my room with her. Close her off.
What is that?
The transcripts for Rebecca's first police interview.
Okay, but why? Where'd you find them?
These files are in the cellar.
You stole files from Annalise?
We can't talk to Rebecca directly. Fine, but we can go over all the things she said about that night and see if her story makes sense.
Wes, if Annalise
In her police interview, Rebecca said that she left and went home after Lila caught her with Griffin. And in the confession tape, she said she went to Lila's sorority.
And that confession was coerced.
Was it?
What's all the whispering about?
Right. Was it? She was, reneged later on, but...
Venting. You two talk about your little love lives?
Michaela, don't
What do you want?
need
The
to go
judge
in
just
sit with
accepted
your
Father Andrew's not guilty plea, so Bonnie
fiance.
wants us to take a field trip.
Like, we're talking about
Your
business here.
client has admitted that they've committed a crime. How is it possible to argue a not guilty defense? Why is that not considered perjury? Ms. Leibowitz.
2 reasons. 1, it's not sworn testimony. And 2, entering a not guilty plea doesn't mean I didn't do it. It just means that the state has to prove every element of the crime beyond a reasonable doubt.
And that heavy burden is a defense attorney's best weapon.
She trying to make him keep
Milk
6
it
next
for
season.
all it's worth.
I come around this pew here and I see Father Bernard laying there with his head cracked open. Then I saw the thurible laying next to him on the ground.
Thurible?
The murder weapon?
Usually holds the incense, but that's what did him in.
According to what you told police, Father Andrew was the first person you suspected.
I heard them fighting earlier that week. Father Andrew hoped to take over as head pastor once Father Bernard retired, but Father Bernard wasn't seeing it go that way.
And what about your own
Some
ethics?
unholy things are
You know
taking
for a
place
fact
here.
that your client is guilty. They've told you as much. And yet you have to stand in front of that jury every day and lie to their faces.
Is it fair to assume that you and Father Andrew are close?
Well, I'm close with all the priests. Yes, that's my job, to allow the priests to focus on their divine office and their teaching.
Is there anything that you know that could help in Father Andrew's defense? I assume that's something you're interested in.
Why would I want to do that?
Because just the sight of you in the courtroom gave him second thoughts about spending 30 years behind bars.
I know what you're implying.
A man you love.
Still human at the
It's
end of
not
the
like
day.
we're in a position to act on that. We've made our choices.
You lied to yourself. That's how you do it.
You lie. And you tell yourself that that client who you know did not. Because dwelling in that truth won't let you do your job.
Right.
A student killed himself?
Brian Kamens. He hanged himself in his grandma's garage.
Let me guess, he was an altar boy getting the holy treatment from some of the priests here?
Not all priests are pedophiles.
Since when? Truth.
Brian and Father Andrew spent a lot of time in the darkroom together, doing photography. Then he killed himself. Did I tell you enough?
Were you molesting Brian Kamens?
Of course not.
Father Bernard confronted you about what you did to Brian.
I did not touch that boy.
You had to silence Father Bernard because he knew your dirty little secret.
How dare you?
I humiliated myself in court for you, Father. You do not get to lie to me.
Right. Ever since that lady had them girls locked in the basement, I've been looking at every
Brian
client
and I spent
sideways.
considerable time
Right?
together. The darkroom had become a place where he felt safe enough to tell me, his friend, what was troubling him.
And what was
that he was being abused by someone. And shortly after his death, I came to learn that person was Father Bernard.
Oh, okay. I can believe that.
That's why I killed him.
So why not just say that?
But I'd do it again.
Now that's a little bit more justifiable. Makes it a little easier to
I was
defend.
devastated knowing that Brian had been abused. That whoever did it had driven him to kill himself. I wanted to find that monster. I prayed on it. And then one night, God brought him to me. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. He never mentioned Brian by name. I tried to stop myself, I did. Praying to God for his mercy. But each time I went near him, I couldn't stop myself. I finally had my answer. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. For his mercy endures forever. I thought about breaking the sacrament, reporting what he told me. But I knew they'd just transfer him. That he'd find another Brian.
In the name of the good Lord, I release you from this realm, bitch. Send his ass to the promised land.
I waited for the guilt to come.
Come on in, Father.
And when it didn't, I was confused. Part of me wondered if I hadn't done his will.
You're doing the Lord's work, sir. You're doing the Lord's work.
I know what I did was wrong.
Praise him.
I just don't feel it was wrong.
It wasn't. You did what
So
you
you
had to
plead
do.
manslaughter instead of murder?
We can't. Father Andrew feels that it's a sin to testify to what Father Bernard said in the confessional booth. And
Damn that.
evidentiary law agrees with him. So
It was
without that piece of information,
against
we can't convince a
the
jury
holy
this is
book to
manslaughter.
molest a child. So
Miniseries.
that was a damn
Richard
sin.
Chamberlain's priest
Some sins outweigh other
Frank's
sins.
pretty good.
Both Agnes and
Sins can be
Father Andrew
forgiven.
claimed their relationship was platonic.
Well, yeah, that's what I used to tell my parents about me and our neighbor, Cole.
It's not an angle we can work right now.
I mean, he
Keep
really
thinking.
slept with everybody. Lauren West. Look, Michaela getting out. They're too obvious.
Yeah.
She wants the
Every
tea.
time something is going on,
Michaela, have we not learned to mind our business? Like, I don't want to be in nobody's business after what y'all that got me
He
into.
asked Rebecca at Griffin's fraternity a little after midnight, right?
Michaela gotta be bored.
Get the hell out of here. Griffin? I got your text.
Lila.
You still think he's worth it? You stupid.
Oh, Lila, so whoop her ass.
I never want to see either of you again.
Screaming, scratching me. That's why my DNA is under her nails. And that's when I see Rebecca smiling.
So Griffin told the truth.
The police report says people saw Lila leave the frat house around 12:30 a.m. And some guy from the basketball team saw someone fitting Rebecca's description between 1 and 2 a.m.
An eyewitness?
He identified a different girl's photo,
So it wasn't Rebecca.
or he just picked the wrong photo. In his statement, the basketball player said he saw Rebecca on Spruce Road. That's near Lila's sorority, which means Rebecca didn't go home after the fight like she said in her first statement. She
Can they
went to
just
the
show us
sorority
the
house,
next part
which
that
matches
pulled
what she
out
said
and
in her
stopped
confession tape.
talking?
No, answer it, so she doesn't get suspicious.
Hey,
Hey, look, I'm gonna be home
Late tonight, Bruce got boned by a couple of his bartenders, and he's short, so I just got here to pick up a shift.
The bar? Really? You sure you want to go back there?
Yeah, it's one night. I could use the cash. You should come by after work for beer.
I think we're going to be stuck working on this case for a
You
while.
know who's gonna say that?
Yeah. Okay.
She's at the mental institution.
I love you.
Love you too.
Because you're right. She knew he was going to say that. Because she already knows he's lying.
No, I think she knows he's there.
She going to finish off Rudy.
But
Oh.
I cannot betray my vows.
Shit.
Of course you can.
Campus police.
You just get up on that stand and you testify that you killed the pedophile that drove a boy to kill himself. The DA will knock it down to voluntary manslaughter. You might even get to walk.
The sacramental seal is inviolable. I will not
Damn
betray
that seal.
You betrayed an institution that created the environment for the abuse to occur.
Father Bernard's sin is his alone. Why should it influence my commitment to the Lord?
You killed someone. What would the Lord think about that?
I did something terrible, yes. But that doesn't mean that I can continue down that road.
Even if it means staying out of prison, getting to be with the woman you love.
Agnes and I never acted on our feelings.
I didn't say you did, but you still love her. God damn it. This beating around the bush is annoying. I could never be that deep into religion. I
Life is
just can't
messy,
do it.
Father. We all have to make compromises in order to be happy.
It's a terribly cynical way to live.
Yes.
I have my reasons.
Really? What are they? Come.
Oh, Lord. Annalise got too much to confess. We ain't got time.
I'm your lawyer.
Exactly. My job requires the same level of confidentiality as yours.
No, God should forgive me for all the bad things that I've done.
Right.
I'm wasting both of our time. Don't worry, I still plan to win your case, even if you refuse to help.
It's true.
So confused.
Gotta think a little
Where'd the
harder.
book go? Here.
Is your connection with the Central Jail still good?
Is this about Nate? Something happened to him?
Not yet.
Oh, no. She... she about to get him shanked up. She will go through
How many
extreme
sexual
lengths
partners
to
have you
get
had
what
in
she
the last
wants,
year?
huh?
An estimate's fine.
50?
20?
So less than 2 a month?
Probably more like 30. 40 even.
How often do you use a condom?
Never.
Always.
She look how she looking.
Okay, you know, I mean, definitely when I'm on the bottom bunk, and I'd say 80% on top. You know, some guys ask me not to, and I heard it's harder to contract for sure.
On the top bunk?
Yeah.
That's wrong. You can contract HIV giving and receiving. Has your current partner or any former partners ever been diagnosed or treated for an STD?
You're right. This is so romantic. It will be in 20 minutes when you get your results and we go home to celebrate. Actually,
Or he has an STD.
Wish me luck. Excuse me, could you give me my results over the phone?
Yep.
Call you when I hear.
What, you feel humiliated? You did it?
It's Nate. He was attacked last night in jail. Some guys beat him up pretty bad, but he's going to be okay. Oh,
She's trying to make Nate get desperate.
that's what healing's right.
How else were we gonna get him out of jail?
Oh, for bail.
Annalise.
They're saying he's in danger.
Judge Redding already denied the request for a new bail hearing. She ordered him to be placed in solitary.
Ooh, so she made it worse. Bonnie looking like you fucked up on that one, Anime. She want to help him so bad.
Where's Mr. Millstone?
In class.
Call and tell him that we're gonna need his help.
His help or Daddy's help?
He's the only one who's anonymous in all of this. We could be compromising his future.
Since when you care so much about Doucheface's future?
I heard my man's
Oh,
skills were
yeah, he
desired.
doesn't know
Yeah,
shit, so.
we need help on Father Andrew's case.
Sweet.
Anything makes me look better to the big boss man upstairs? Or woman. See that woman standing over them? That's just Redding.
I am denying the request for bail.
Walk over, say hello, drop the old millstone name and break the ice. What's the catch? You want to seize the moment or stand here and talk about it till it's gone?
Hurry up.
Secret agent man. All mission, no details. That's how I like to roll. BRB.
Alright, secret agent Smooth. Get on over there.
Like I told you before, not in the way that you're suggesting.
Which way then, like a brother? So long as you hide it, there's no way that you can help me defend him.
I don't understand. How can I help him? I'm not involved in any of
But
this.
you are. You're a good woman. And you're trying to do the right thing. I know that. But you're not able to be with the man you love, and you're going to watch him being taken away in handcuffs. And we both know he doesn't deserve that treatment. And neither do you.
Did you see Father Andrew the night Father Bernard was killed?
I did.
Their religion.
And why didn't you tell that to the police before?
Because I didn't want to stain his reputation. But I can't stand by now. Not when an innocent man is going to jail. I can't lie anymore.
Lie about what, Miss Phyllis?
I was with Father Andrew that night. We were being intimate.
Objection. We received no notice of an alibi defense. If those two were having an affair, we would have discovered it in our investigation.
Because the Philadelphia DA never misses anything.
Sustained. Let's take a recess while we discuss whether or not this witness should testify any further.
How dare you?
You want to win, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, she lied, so the sin's already committed,
She's not
so fuck it.
Um,
Ask for forgiveness later.
Sorry,
can you tell me the
lie
results?
that
Okay, yeah, we should
lie
pay the
about
when she calls. Thank you.
not killing that. I mean, like,
Waiting on some big news?
I don't know. You can't
Yeah,
testify about that man, what he said.
Oliver made us get tested for STDs, and the nurse won't leave the results on my voicemail, so I'm freaking out.
Chill out, my gay bro. I'm sure it's fine.
Did you get your results?
Yeah, didn't you?
No, I can't get the freaking nurse on the phone. So?
We're supposed to wait till we're together.
This isn't Christmas morning, Oliver. Just tell me.
Right. I'm negative.
Damn it.
What?
I think it's just she didn't leave a message because it's bad news, right?
That's not what that means.
It could be, though. I mean, look, she doesn't want to ruin her lunch hour or something. That's why she didn't take my call.
Connor.
Sorry, I hate this part.
Where are you? Annalise is going to notice.
Doing a walk from Griffin's fraternity to the Kappa house, and it times out. Rebecca left the fraternity at 12:30, was headed to Lila's sorority, then she would have crossed paths with the basketball player on Spruce around the time he told the police.
So why isn't there any record of her being there on her phone?
She probably called Lila using her burner cell, then destroyed it later.
So she called Lila on her burner phone because she knew she was on her way to kill her.
You think I'm going crazy?
A little.
Lila, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Griffin is not the guy that you think he is. All right, I hardly even tried. That was not his first time. Okay, please just call me back.
That was the dude that.
Where I gotta brag about screwing some
Okay.
cross player with the prettiest penis ever. Like, what penis is ever pretty?
When did this secret affair begin?
About a year ago.
Where did the sex that night happen exactly? In the rectory? At the altar?
Objection, badgering the witness.
This is a key alibi witness. I'm entitled to latitude.
Answer the question, Miss Willis.
In his room. I came to see him after Vespers.
And then what?
We had some wine, and I began kissing him.
Who took their clothes off first, you or him?
Me?
That's enough.
Sit down.
Your Honor.
Take control of your client, counselor.
We need a recess.
I want to change my plea.
Again? Well, this is dizzying, Your
I
Honor.
plead guilty and confess to the murder of Father Bernard.
Your Honor, I'd like to ask for an immediate mistrial.
Because you had your client cause one? No, the state happily accepts Father Crawford's plea.
Your Honor, he doesn't know what he's
I
saying.
do too, Your Honor. I plead guilty to first-degree murder. I won't change my mind again. I did this. I must suffer the consequences.
Andrew, no, please.
Sorry. It's done.
You can fix this still, right?
Agnes, stop.
I love you. That is what's...
It's done.
I love you.
And I don't love you. I made my decision. So please, just leave.
Esther just called from the clinic. Guess who's HIV negative?
Oh, yeah, dog. See what's getting your ass beat up tonight.
But, I still have to go back and get tested again in 3 months.
Dude, I'm totally down with our Rainbow Coalition, but I don't need to know all the details for your sexy times.
Connor, enough of this, okay? I get it. You want to know she didn't do this. We all do it. Sometimes you just
I think
have
it's
to
so
accept
loud.
not knowing.
I don't believe that.
You have no other
I
choice.
do. I can talk to her.
If you do, she's gonna freak out, and she's gonna
Freak out.
Who would freak out? Rebecca?
What do you have to ask her?
nothing.
If she killed Lila.
What?
He doesn't know.
She lied to me. She said she didn't know the guy who lived in my place before me, but she did. And he saw her come home right the night Lila was killed.
What?
Yeah, from the water tank.
No, we don't know that.
Rebecca said she didn't go look for Lila at the sorority house, but there's an eyewitness who says he saw her there. And
around the time Lila was killed.
Yeah, but we proved that Sam was on that roof.
Maybe he wasn't, though. Rebecca could have been putting those coordinates on his computer that night.
Which is just speculation.
Where is she?
No, we can't just go. Where the hell is she?
Judge Perkins just replaced Judge Redding on Nate's case. Nate was released on bail 20 minutes ago.
How did they swing that?
Nate, get the hell out of here. Just call the damn number. You want to hate me for what you think that I've done to you, go ahead. But believe me, if you don't accept the help, you don't stand a chance of
Damn, they fucked him up.
Leave you? Why am I gonna do that? After everything you've done to me?
I know how it seems.
Fired. Charged with murder. Could have died in that jail if my lawyer didn't get rid of the judge.
I got rid of the judge.
Asher Millstone has been in the employ of Annalise Keating for the past several months, a woman who blames my client for the murder of her husband. If this isn't a clear conflict of interest, I don't know what is.
It was one harmless conversation. I know his
Which is grounds for a recusal. Either that, or I file a complaint with the Judicial Conduct Board.
Your lawyer's not bad, but I've seen the evidence against you. You need someone great.
So who?
Call the number.
Definitely not Miller's dad.
Who's that?
The dude in the picture.
Asher?
Yeah.
His dad's a judge, not a lawyer.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, can't he be a lawyer too, though? No. He's also a judge. Because you have to be a lawyer before you're a judge, right? No?
Yes, but he wouldn't drop down. It doesn't make sense.
What is this?
I don't think he would drop down.
We need to talk.
Don't end the episode. We need one more scene. One more good scene. Come on. All right.
Spit it out, psycho. You killed Lila.
Here go Connor, acting up.
Wade was here like some loser.
We just calmed his ass
Why are
down.
you letting them do
No,
this?
you're not going to get to manipulate your way out of this one.
I didn't manipulate
But you
anyone.
lied. You said you didn't know this Rudy guy.
I didn't.
Then how come he ended up in a mental institution?
How should I freaking know?
You do, though. You called the police on him the same night Lila died.
He was having a nervous breakdown.
Or a drug overdose. That was you, right?
Drugs don't make people crazy.
Yeah, but they can make you an unreliable witness in case your neighbor comes back from campus soaking
Spill the
wet
last
the
piece
same
of
night
tea,
she had a
Lila.
fight with the girl who ended up dead in a water tank.
It does look bad so
I
far,
hate
but there's a
this.
piece we didn't see yet. It could go either
Wes,
way.
no, do not look at him.
Oh!
You ruined our lives. Don't you get that? I was supposed to be getting married and I'm not anymore. Aiden called off the wedding because of you. You dragged us into the horror show that is your life, and now we're all screwed forever. So you're gonna tell us the truth. Every horrible secret about that night that you haven't told anyone, or I swear to God, I will personally destroy you.
Damn, go off then.
Did you or did you not kill Lila?
Answer the question.
She gonna drop it and then it's gonna end.
She asked you to go into her house and burn a rug for her?
His name's Roger Loftus. He was fired a couple days after Sam disappeared. Some sorority girls filed a report that he was stalking them. I'm guessing that was Annalise and Frank, right? They knew we couldn't have him around or he might remember what he saw that night, so they just made him go away.
Rebecca. He had to move to Delaware to get a job. He works as a security guard at the mega supermart.
Guess that's why he never saw the news. Don't make me call him.
Answer the fucking question. Did you do it or not?
And Connor in the back is going crazy.
You know he about to have a breakdown
You
again.
know it's bad when he's not talking. You know it's bad.
What did Judge Redding have to do with the Father Andrew case?
Oh, now he asking
We
questions.
thought we might need her to weigh in on what she knows about the judge in our case.
So it's just a coincidence she was also the judge on the Nate Leahy case?
That's just a coincidence. So,
Look, now Bonnie's like, I gotta distract
are
him.
you gonna be nice and come over later like you said?
Look.
Does a dog like to bury his bone?
You two are that stupid, huh?
Yo, Frankie D. When we hitting the lady market in Fishtown again?
Really? You want to talk about picking up other girls in front of your girlfriend?
What? No, man.
He knows, Asher.
Told him?
No, she'd never. With all the crap she's giving me for screwing students.
He's like,
Don't
hypocrite.
worry, I won't tell Annalise.
Oh, wait, I already did.
Maybe I will.
No.
I'm gonna think on that.
Frank's so happy he got some tea on body.
Speak.
Come on! Y'all end the episode, I'm gonna be a mad motherfucker. Where's Lila? What'd she do? Y'all ain't kill her? Oh. They done tied the girl up, Lord. Next up is the season finale, baby.
And it's not like anybody's gonna look for her. She don't got a job. She don't got no family. She don't got no friends.
No. And they didn't show us the last part of her going onto the roof. Of course, they want to save it for the finale.
Yeah, it's just for when rent comes due. But I'm sure Wes would pay that if they have her that long.
I forgot to take notes, but I think pretty much everything was just a reiteration of everything we already knew.
That was good.
It was good. It's always good. It's just they keep dragging along this thing for answers. They distract you with STD side plots and pastor pedophiles, and we got to deal with that. And then you got to add some Nate Leahy on top, and then we got the whole mystery. Did she or did she not do it? So we got to get through all that, and then still at the end didn't get the answer. But I think we did get the answer. We just didn't hear it. But it pretty much.
Can't assume on this show.
It pretty much, yeah, you can't never know until you see it, but it's just like, I was pretty much right when I guessed way earlier in the season that I was like, as far as Sam dying, it was either Wes or Rebecca, and then I was right about it being Wes, so I kind of was partially right there. And then here, I'm pretty certain Lila did it. Not Lila. How can Lila kill herself? Well, she can't kill herself. Never mind. Rebecca killed Lila. I'm pretty sure that that's what happened. And Sam didn't do it, which is going to, add on to the guilt that they already have. That's how you intensify a situation. Because why else would she go to the cop that saw them that night and basically threaten to use him against them? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She needed a defense. I mean, if them burying the body wasn't already enough, she's like, I got an eyewitness on top of that, and I know where he's at. So she pretty much is saying she did it. Rudy, she came home, he'd be peeping through the door, so she's telling the truth when she said she didn't really know him. She just knew that he was a neighbor. She probably was wet coming home. Apparently nobody else saw her, but it was 2 a.m, to be fair. He saw her wet. She noticed he knew. Again, she's smart enough to know witness needs to be dealt with. So she probably went to her apartment. They were just talking about, her and Griffin were just talking about all the drugs and shit that they had. And I think they said something about PCP was missing or whatever. So she probably goes and gives him some of that. And he overdoses. But how she would get him to take drugs, I don't know. Maybe she flirts. Maybe he's a little desperate. Well, maybe they had sex because there's scratches on the walls, and based off the sex scene that Wes and Rebecca had, like he was putting his hand on the wall and kind of like mimicking where the scratch marks was. So maybe she goes there, has sex with him, and he's like scratching the wall or something. But she like somehow gets him to take drugs to like, I don't know, make it easier, like, break the ice or whatever. Or maybe she just put something in his drink, or I don't know, maybe, you know what I mean? She's slick. So, and then calls the police after he starts overdosing or whatever. And yeah. Boom. I think I just put it together. She's good.
Definitely didn't.
Hater. So what you got?
Nothing.
That's what I thought. So you can't just debunk my theory. You ain't got nothing. How? So what do you have?
That's unpredictable.
No, I think we got enough clues. I think that's exactly what happened. I'm about 90% sure. I'll even put some money on it.
I think Rebecca saw Lila being killed in unintentionally.
But why wouldn't you tell? Especially if you're the one going down for murder. I'm snitching. I ain't do it. What I gotta pretend to go down for murder or feel guilty for? You know what I mean? Like, I can say such and such killed Lila and still feel bad about, getting her where she got. But I ain't got to go to jail for it.
I think she felt guilty about something.
I mean, it's very possible that she's about to go up to that roof and Sam is there and he did it. Mm-hmm. But why would she protect him? Why wouldn't she say, I saw Sam do it? Because she didn't even know he was Mr. Darcy. She would have been able to put that together, as smart as she is, when she got to the roof and peeped that Rebecca and Sam that Sam and Lila were up there.
She never had to see his face if the door was on the opposite side.
Doesn't matter. His figure, his back of his head, like, she would have instantly known if she would have heard his voice. And then when she would have went to the house with Wes and them, she would have heard his voice and instantly knew, that's the guy that was up there with Lila. It would have just clicked.
I'm sure Sam would have been smart enough to put a cap on at least, but I don't know.
No. I don't care what you're talking about. I'm pretty confident. It could go either way. I'm still open, but I'm saying in my book, it's a 10% chance of being Sam and a 90% chance of it being Rebecca. I mean, to be fair, they really went heavy on these last few episodes, making it seem like Rebecca, but everything she did so far really pushing me to believe she did it. And just based off of how, good storytelling goes, it would be an amazing twist to see the fact that Sam didn't do it, that he was innocent the entire time, and now she's dead. I mean, you still can't, there's still the fact that she was pregnant, probably by Sam. And so there's that. It's possible maybe we're going to go and see him on that roof and he is going to be talking to her, but maybe he don't murder her. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different ways it could go. Because I think he does confront her about the pregnancy or whatever, right? So maybe he went there to have a conversation. That's why his phone is pinged there, but he leaves. And then Rebecca does what she needs to do.
It could be that he went there, got aggressive, told her to kill the baby. Or technically it's not a baby. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, tell her to, and then leaves, and then Rebecca jumps in the water tank.
So she killed herself.
I mean, not Rebecca.
Lila. Yeah, Lila.
Lila.
You think she killed herself? But again,
wasn't it closed though?
Yeah, so yeah, she wouldn't have been able to do that. Unless she just kind of dipped herself in and closed it and then just let herself be. But that's a horrible death. Like, if I'm going to kill myself, it's not going to be by drowning. That's one of the worst ways to die.
That's true.
So, no. I just don't.
Maybe.
I'm going with my theory, but you can come up with whatever you got. I mean, we ain't going to know until we know, but...
Maybe she just went for a swim in there and...
yeah, we're going into the fucking water tank to go for a swim, sister.
Maybe she just went for a swim in there and then she fell asleep because she was drunk and she died.
No, sister. No.
It's a possibility.
No. I'm saying 0% possibility. That is not good storytelling. That would be trash. Like, nobody would be satisfied with that. It's one or the other, Sam or Rebecca, and I'm putting money on Rebecca because I've called it since the beginning. Something was off with this lady, and yeah.
Or she could have opened the water tank, jumped in off the roof, and then asked her friend to close it,
No.
You never know.
But do you have anything meaningful and intelligent to add to this?
No, that was my first guess was meaningful and intelligent.
All right, yeah, because you say it's some crazy shit now. But I think that's all I got. We just need to get to the finale and find out. So that all being said, thank you guys for watching. Of course, we want to hear what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. It's great to be Trump for React.
And we'll see you guys for more How to Get Away with Murder.
Bye.